Any fingerprints? Fingerprints are overrated.
I would say it's a good time to rob a bank. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
But you can't even get into the lobby. So.
That's true. That's true. So I got a question for you before we do the shop tour. How would I go about picking out a VW restoration shop to do my VW Beetle?
Do some research.
Yeah.
You can always do Google. That's always a good place to start. And you can start vetting the companies by seeing how long they've been in business. If they have any customer reviews, read those. If they're published, if they've been in magazines. But with all of that type of credibility, you'll end up working with a very professional shop. Mm-hmm. We're really blessed on having a really good team here. We've had a good team together for about 16 years. And this is just a joy to work with. I mean, I love coming to work every day. I love doing this. I love having no fingerprints,
And but if it came down to it, like how would somebody choose? Like, how do they know that shop is going to be a fit for them?
There's a connection there. There's you get along with the guys. You've got a good vibe from them, and it's and that's part of our client intake program. We spend a long time interviewing the clients because we're wanting to make sure that they're a good fit for us also. So, it's a two-way street. So you're not necessarily picking a VW shop or a restoration shop. They're also picking you as a client. So, like I said, we're really blessed on being able to pick and choose our clients. Because they make a good fit and they make it much more enjoyable. There's nothing worse than trying to work on a restoration where it just sucks the life out of you. Mm-hmm. And when it becomes a grind, it's just not worth it. Right. I fired clients for just like getting on my last nerve. Mm-hmm. I don't like doing it because I feel that's a failure in our intake process. Because I should have caught something earlier or they weren't properly vetted or something like that. For the most part, our clients, we don't have customers, we've got clients. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, they remain friends of ours, even well after the restoration is done, even after the service is done, even after everything's in warranty. I've got a couple clients here locally that we haven't done any work for them in years, and I still talk with them every other week or so.
Yeah.
Just because they're really neat people. There's a couple we go out to dinner with once in a while. So, it's just like they become friends. They become part of the family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the take on it, and don't be afraid of the price. You're going to get what you pay for.
Right.
It all comes down to, are you comfortable working with that person? But, we had a prospective client out of South Carolina that called us yesterday. And he got a 67 Bug. It was restored probably about 12 years ago, and he didn't really spend all that much on the restoration, and he knows it now. But It's been sitting outside for 12 years, and he put a mat on it, and it got wet, and the paint's just gone to garbage. And he's starting to get rust, and it's musty, and it's time for a redo. And even on a baseline set of numbers, and it was just a real rough estimate, we were and it was a realistic number. We were 3 to 4 times what he was expecting.
Okay.
So, it's like, don't be afraid of the price. You will get what you pay for.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen, like, you had a Gia. We don't want to,
No other shops. It's like
no other shops. But so some shop had done this Gia that somebody brought in for, it just wasn't quite right. And the more you looked at it.
Didn't track that on the road ride. It was kind of cockeyed. Panels didn't line up quite right. Motor wasn't running right. I mean, everything looked good from about 10 feet away.
Until you notice the welding had happened after the paint.
Yeah.
We've had cars that have come in, they were held together literally by zip ties.
So, it's like a lot of that kind of stuff. It was
sure, I guess, it would be important for them to see prior projects that a shop has completed, right? I mean.
Yeah, and not to toot our own horn, but we've got a pretty deep portfolio. Mm-hmm. Go to the website, aircoolcustoms.com, go over to the projects page. You can see what's on the floor, out the door. We post all of our process photographs. If you scroll down.
On any car's page, any vehicle's page,
yes.
If you go to the bottom, there's a link. So you can get to the build file, and there's literally thousands of photos.
And we have some that only have a couple hundred photos because we didn't do a lot to it, but we have some that have 10,000 photos. So we'll show you everything in the process, everything that we open up, everything that we see. You guys get to see. So, I think that's kind of important. We don't, in school, they actually always told you show your work. This is exactly what we're doing. We're showing our work.
That's
Part
a
of
good
it's
way to
for
put it.
insurance, part of it's for clients. When you do become a client of Aircool Customs, you have access to that file. We update it every week. So you get to see exactly what's going on with your car that week. And, we're always available for a phone call or a shop tour if you happen to be in the neighborhood. We did have one client fall out, so we now have July available. October's taken. I think I got June filled, but I haven't seen an intake form. So I've got 3 slots available. If you guys want them, drop us a line at info@aircoolcustoms.com or give us a call, 256-828-2123. And don't be afraid if you're on the other side of the country.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we've got clients in California. We've got clients in the Midwest, probably 4 or 5 clients in the Midwest. We've got them in Florida, New Jersey, New York. So, transportation of cars, not a big deal. Communication, video chats work also.
Sure.
So,
And sometimes the best shop for you is not right where you are. Sometimes it's across the country. Sometimes it is the one right by you.
So, the last one that the guy backed out on that looked just horrible, that the welding was done after the paint, which still shaking my head at that one. It was a local shop to him, and he wanted to get it done for a wedding, and the guy was just really didn't know what he'd do, and he spent $20,000 on a piece of scrap. So, when I told him what it was going to take to fix it, he just couldn't do it, and I understand.
Absolutely.
I'm in my late 70s. I don't even think I can see this project get finished. So, be prepared also for 12 months, 18 months.
Right, yeah.
Somebody says they can do it.
It's not like on TV.
Someone says they can do it in 6 to 8 months. That's pushing it. It can be done, but that means that car is a priority for everything.
Yeah.
And it's like business can't operate that way, and parts suppliers and all that other stuff. So I hope you guys are staying safe over on that Corona thing. So looks like the curve's been flattened. Things are starting to reopen up.
We're still hoping to get to England for Field of Dreams in York.
Yeah, don't know if that show's going to happen, but if England's open for business, we'll be over there.
Yeah. All right, well, show me around what's going on. I know like half the guys are out sick today.
Yeah, well, either mental health days or sick days. We just call them personal days.
There we go.
So if they need to take a day off, we let them take a day off, and it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, show me this, what you are doing.
So this has had its glamour clear last weekend.
Okay.
Actually Monday. So right now I'm cutting, so if you can kind of see, I've got some shiny and some dull. So I'm going through and making all of this dull. This is 1500.
Okay.
Wet sand, we'll go to 2000 after that. We'll go to 2500 wet sand, and then we get into 3000, 5000, 8000, and then we start to polish. So, like I said, this is right after the shoot of Glamour Clear. I've got to let the paint harden up a little bit, and then I'll start to cut on 1500 with this one. So, got a couple sags that we got to take care of, so a couple drips. Not on the doors, I got them on both of these lids, but I've often joked that the perfect paint job is one giant sag that just falls off the bottom of the car. Haven't quite gotten that good yet, but I've got a little bit of excess material here, which it doesn't really bother me because I know how to cut it out.
Yeah.
I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve, and I've been doing it. And one of the reasons I'm so good at that is I was such a shitty painter when I started. I was such a bad painter when I started that I had to become a really good polisher and sands person.
There you go.
So let's have Mr. Stone.
Yeah, Stone, what's up, man? Where is he?
He's hiding over here. Waiting.
I can't make noise.
I know.
This is for a couple minutes. You make noise all day long.
Look at this,
Getting
guys.
the panel fitted and
wow.
trim some stuff.
So
Get it all lined up, and
last week you got the bucket in.
yeah, the wheel well's all in, all in, nice and solid, so it's not going anywhere.
Oh, look at that.
So
damn.
Did a little lip here. That way, when we weld it, it's not gonna.
Oh right, okay.
And this is
this
is a dry fit. This is test fitting.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
making final
this is the first
adjustments.
test fit. And
Very nice.
then we'll go around the back and scribe everything out where all the supports are and everything. So when I start welding out here, I know where I'm welding at.
That's fantastic. This is amazing.
It's getting there.
We saved this bus's life.
Yeah, right now I'm getting these doors off. This door off because the screws that were in it are the original screws.
Oh.
So they're not going to come out.
Ah.
Because it still had the rubber around the.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, it had the rubber block offs on it still. So.
Huh.
That's what that drilling noise was earlier.
Gotcha.
It was me trying to get those out.
Very cool. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
All right.
What else is in here? We got Cabral.
So Darren has been working on the interior and crawl.
Oh wow.
Well, the seats have been done for a while.
I know. It's just so nice.
He's been working on the back part of it.
So we had to take out the headache rack to get the seats in, to get the panels in. So
right.
we've got panels that need to go in here, back in there. And then this panel's already got set. He's still got to set that panel up front in the cab. He got the tuck-away bed taken care of, so that's these two pieces. This will actually just slide out and set down, and then you have this long bed and a little access hole here. The tent pops up.
That's so cool.
And Mr. Gazzo. Professor G. So we are currently waiting on some parts to come in, finish up the doors.
This is so cool.
Or I'm sorry, for the windows.
For the windows? Okay.
Yeah, because we had bought a set of electric winders, and it was a plastic gear sub, and we rejected it before we really started to install it. Test fit it, make sure everything worked right.
Yeah.
But the reason that we rejected it is because it had no long-term life.
Okay.
Right? It would be just garbage.
Replaceable.
So it would have just been garbage.
Disposable, yeah. All right.
So the door solenoids are in, the lock mechanisms are in.
Yeah, that's cool.
The electrical's in, so electric's almost wrapped up.
And so what happens if with these locks? Like what happens if you don't have your
There's a
remote?
There's a manual override built into the driver's door.
Okay.
So you just pull a cable and it goes up through a set of pulleys and pops the door lock.
Can you do it from the outside?
Yeah, that's where it's set up for.
Okay.
And I think we have another one on the inside,
Yeah.
just in case.
Because both
Huh?
sides.
I think it's been.
Yeah, they
That
put
makes
it in the
sense.
wheel well.
Okay.
So it's like
Oh,
he'll
that's
have to
cool.
reach up if the battery dies or something.
Right.
Like that.
Okay. Oh, that makes
So
sense.
it's really nice to have these modern features on these classic cars, but there is some workarounds and some
Oh,
other
sure.
stuff that needs.
He's got the solenoids mounted for the rear hatch.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
So
all
that's
right.
all electric
They also.
also.
Do that. Wow.
So
All one button. One button's going to open the doors. One button's going to open the hood.
Okay.
So
That's pretty cool.
Alex knows all the electrical.
Yeah.
yeah, he's kind
Yeah.
of
The juice man.
well, he's kind of like I wouldn't call him an idiot savant. He's actually really
He's just
smart.
a savant. So tell me what's up with the.
This is actually waiting for me to get finished up with the body, so we can set that. We're going to be doing undercoating.
This is part of the Zwitter, right?
Yeah, we're going to be doing colorized undercoating to match the color of the pan and the body. That'll probably happen next week.
Great.
This is one of Tony's transmissions, sitting on a CRC chassis.
Nice.
So if you've never heard of Cool Rides Customs, look them up. This is the Mandola. It has a fully adjustable double wishbone suspension. And then all the powder coating is done color matched to the car by State Line Powder Coating. So we're doing a lot of little tricks and neat things in here.
Yeah, they do good work.
Let's
Very
see.
cool. What else?
What do you got going on? Let peeps know what you got going on this one.
Oh, Mr. Robinson, yes. Actually, right now we're in the middle of.
Ooh, some interior parts.
Well, we will be doing interior. We have interior on the way for
Okay.
it. So we're doing new seat covers, cushions, new floor matting, headliner.
Great. New door cards.
Yeah, well, his door cards are good. He's got new ones already in there, so they're in good shape.
all
So
right.
we can still use them.
Great.
We're still waiting on a few seals for his doors, so we
Okay.
can finish up all the doors.
Good.
Other than that, it's a waiting game on his right now.
Well, sure.
But I mean,
parts.
yes,
Parts.
waiting on
Supply
parts.
chain.
Yes,
Yeah. All right.
and just got carburetor in for Mr. Shoot.
Nice.
So-
That one finished out.
Very
Yes,
cool.
get that one finished out so we can get it to alignment and everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank
What's
you, Shannon.
going on with Rusty Bus?
Well, they had everything mocked up. They've got all of the tabs drilled. So when Darren gets back in and gets back on this, we'll probably have a floor end of the week, first part of next week. So hopefully you guys can see that next week. Well, the subfloor.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of welding to do. We have to make sure that it's right
Yeah.
before everything gets welded up.
Right. It's not easy to reach after that.
No, and then they'll start working on the lower quarters and getting everything reattached. So it's going to be a slow process, but it'll be an exacting process, and we really want to be able to make it done right. So this is probably one of the rustiest ones that we've ever saved.
Oh, yeah. I would imagine so.
Makes me feel good though. I like it. This is 67.
I know. I mean,
Looking
that's-
forward to it. We got new doors from Pearson. They don't call themselves funky green panels anymore, do they? It's just Garrison now, right? Oh, okay.
Classic
Fab. I'm sorry.
It just depends on where it's from, but the green stuff is still classic.
Okay, so it's all classic fab. It comes up out of Bogota, Colombia, South America. And it's some of the most accurate pieces that we've ever seen for reproductions. They're actually doing door shells now.
Wow.
So we got two brand new
Door frames and shit.
doors.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, front and rear. So we still have to do all the clamp over, and
Yeah.
so how these attach is this is literally just sheet metal folded over. So Stone and I still have to do that for the new doors. But other than that, they're going to be great to work with
Wonderful.
instead of having to like do lots of hammer and bang, because you can see like right
Very
now
little.
Yeah.
it's actually holding it up back in here.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Right now that's shutting the door, so when we get done it'll look like that.
Pretty cool.
We're
All
having
right.
fun. So stay safe, folks. Hit that like, subscribe button, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget to check us out on our worky, talky, blah, blah, blah. Hit the like, subscribe thing.